Ever been stuck behind that person in the airport security line? You know, the one unpacking their entire bag at the X-ray scanner or cracking jokes about bombs as everyone else cringes. It's equal parts frustrating and fascinating. And today we're here to make sure you're never that person. Stick around for 9 travel etiquette tips that will keep airport security moving smoothly and save you from death stares in line. Welcome to Airport Security Etiquette, 9 ways to not be that person. In this video, we're breaking down the most common security line mistakes travelers make and how you can avoid them. Why does this matter? Because a little etiquette goes a long way. It speeds up the line for you and everyone else, keeps stress levels down, and even helps you glide through checkpoints worldwide. These tips apply whether you're flying in New York or New Delhi, on vacation or on a business trip. No matter the airport or agency, TSA in the US, or any security staff anywhere, the rules of courtesy are universal. Let's jump into the do's and don'ts that will spare you and your fellow travelers a lot of misery. Crowded airport security lines can test anyone's patience. Mistake 1, not having your documents ready. Picture this. You arrive at the security ID check, and the person in front of you starts scrambling through their bag, dropping their passport and holding everyone up. Don't be that disorganized traveler. What's happening? They're at the ID checkpoint without their boarding pass and ID ready. Some travelers act shocked that security requires these documents, despite it being standard for years. Why it matters. Searching for your ID or mobile boarding pass last minute delays the entire line. Everyone behind you must wait while you dig through your bag or scroll on your phone. These small delays can add up significantly with hundreds of passengers. Travel experts warn that holding up others won't earn you any favors in the security line. What to do instead? Be prepared. Before lining up, keep your ID in one hand and your boarding pass, whether paper or on your phone, in the other. An airport guide suggests having your documents ready to avoid any hassle. If your boarding pass is digital, access it before reaching the front and stop scrolling social media. Handle the ID check efficiently. Documents out, eyes up, phone down. This way, you'll speed things up and keep the line moving smoothly. Mistake 2, cutting the line or not respecting cues. We've all encountered the impatient line cutter sighing loudly and trying to sneak ahead with a "my flight is in 5 minutes" attitude. Here's the deal. Everyone has a flight to catch, and nobody appreciates a queue jumper. What it is, skipping ahead in the security line or not waiting your turn. This includes using priority lanes incorrectly, crowding the person in front, or trying to bypass others because you think you're more important. Essentially, it's acting like the rules and common courtesy don't matter. Why it matters. Line cutting annoys countless fellow travelers, creates tension, and can lead to arguments that slow down the entire security process. Airports depend on orderly queues for fairness and efficiency, and disrupting this flow affects everyone negatively. As one etiquette guide puts it, waiting in line promotes the harmony of the airport, and nobody likes a queue jumping surprise. Plus, cutting might draw extra attention from security staff. What to do instead? Wait your turn. It's that simple. Arrive early enough to avoid needing to rush. If you genuinely have a pressing need, politely inform a security officer or ask others if you can go ahead. Most will understand a polite request, but feeling entitled to cut is unacceptable. Under normal circumstances, remain in line and be patient. Remember, respecting the queue is about honoring your fellow travelers. Mistake 3, being distracted and not listening to instructions. This is the traveler who's so busy texting or chatting that they don't move when it's their turn, until a security officer has to shout, "Ma'am, step forward." At the scanner, they look confused when told to remove their belt or take out their laptop, despite repeated announcements. Oops, what it is. Ignoring security procedures and staff instructions. This includes being distracted by headphones or your phone, overlooking signs, and tuning out until personally addressed. It's being oblivious when you need to stay alert. Why it matters. Security checkpoints rely on travelers following directions. Ignoring instructions causes delays for everyone. If you miss the call to remove electronics, your bag could be checked manually, slowing things down. Security officers who repeat instructions often express frustration when people aren't listening. Even frequent travelers should pay attention since rules can change. Not listening can raise suspicion, so avoid appearing uncooperative. What to do instead? Stay focused, put your phone away, and pay attention in line. Observe what others are doing. If they're taking off jackets or laptops, do the same. Listen for announcements and make eye contact with officers. If unsure about something, ask an officer before the scanner. A quick question now can save time later. In short, concentrate and stay alert to keep the line moving smoothly. Mistake 4. Dressing for security disaster. Complicated clothing. Wearing clothing and accessories that complicate the screening process. Heavy metal items like big belt buckles and chunky jewelry, along with complicated shoes and multiple layers, significantly slow things down. Outfits that set off alarms or take forever to remove are problematic. Why it matters. Every extra second spent dealing with your clothing holds up others in line. If your outfit triggers the metal detector, you face a secondary pat-down and re-screening, further delaying the queue. If it takes you a full minute to unlace your boots, it creates a bottleneck at the conveyor belt. As one travel writer noted, now is not the time to do a slow striptease near the metal detector. Security staff also scrutinize bulky clothing that might conceal prohibited items. Additionally, procedures vary by country regarding shoe and jacket removal, so an overly layered outfit can lead to inconvenience. What to do instead? Dress wisely for travel. Opt for comfortable outfits that don't require a belt, or choose a non-metallic one. Wear easy-to-remove shoes. Consider bringing socks for the cold airport floors. Minimize metal jewelry for smoother screening. If wearing a jacket, have it ready to remove quickly. The goal is simplicity, balancing comfort with efficiency. Avoid high-fashion statements at security. The aim is to pass through seamlessly. Streamlining your outfit will not only expedite your experience, but also earn the appreciation of those waiting behind you, including the security officers. By opting for easy-to-remove items and limiting metal, you can save everyone time at the checkpoint. Mistake 5. Not prepping your bags and belongings ahead of time. Imagine a traveler at the X-ray conveyor acting shocked. Wait, you need my laptop out and my liquids? They start chugging from an unreleased 1-liter water bottle, rummaging for toiletries and emptying coins from their pockets, all while the line waits. Cue the collective groan. What's happening? This traveler is completely unprepared for the screening process, failing to remove liquids or laptops and scrambling at the bins. It's poor planning for a well-known routine. Why it matters. One disorganized person creates delays for everyone. If their bag is half open as they struggle for a laptop, everyone behind them is stuck waiting. Disruptions frustrate seasoned travelers, and surveys show that unprepared individuals are the biggest annoyance in security lines. Each person taking an extra 30 seconds can slow a line of 50 by 25 minutes. Additionally, a disorganized bag can lead to extra screening and further delays. What to do instead? Be proactive while waiting in line. Liquids. Have liquids in 100 milliliter 3.4 ounce containers packed in a clear quart-sized bag, easily accessible. Electronics. Remove your laptop or tablet to scan separately, keeping it ready to access. Pockets and accessories. Empty keys, coins, phone, and wallet before approaching the X-ray. Remove belts or bulky jewelry beforehand. Outerwear and shoes. Take off jackets and shoes as you get close to the conveyor. By the time you place items in bins, your laptop and liquids should be out, shoes and jacket off, and pockets emptied. This may seem excessive, but it's standard for efficient travelers. Being prepared makes the process smoother for you and everyone in line. Mistake 6. Packing prohibited or suspicious items in carry-on. Next in line is the traveler whose bag triggers the alarm, leading security to pull them aside. The cause: a 6-inch hunting knife accidentally packed, 3 full-size lotion bottles, and a replica grenade paperweight. Security is not amused, other passengers are whispering, and our flustered traveler insists they didn't know while the line comes to a halt. Don't be that person with a bag of surprises. What's going on? This traveler has packed items in their carry-on that are banned or likely to raise alarms, from obvious weapons to oversized liquids and suspicious-looking tools. Even items that are technically allowed can appear threatening, like toy guns or fake grenades. Why it matters. Bringing prohibited items can lead to them being discarded or, at worst, fines and interrogations. Suspicious-looking items can create major delays, as security must follow protocols for anything resembling a threat, which may involve extra screening and calling over supervisors. A travel security officer advises you to consider how an item might look to them. Does this appear suspicious? If it does, it's better left at home. Even benign items like oddly shaped liquids can cause issues. What to do instead? Pack smart. Review prohibited items before flying. Most security agencies publish these rules, and much is common sense. No knives, blades, or realistic weapon replicas in your carry-on. If you have quirky items like a grenade-shaped perfume bottle, consider transferring it to a plain container. Also, adhere to liquid limits. Full-size shampoo is a no-go. Even if it's new, security will make you discard it. To avoid costly waste, pack liquids in checked luggage or buy travel sizes. For any uncertain items, research them before packing or consult your airline. Keep your carry-on organized. A chaotic bag can look suspicious. Neatly arranged items help screeners see everything clearly, allowing you to pass through smoothly. By following these tips, you'll avoid unnecessary delays and drama at security. Mistake 7. Making inappropriate jokes about security. Imagine a jokester traveler at the screening machine. When the officer says, "Empty your pockets, please," the traveler grins and replies, "No bombs here." Just kidding. Suddenly the atmosphere turns serious and the traveler gets pulled aside, insisting, "I was just joking." Not funny. The issue? Making jokes at security that resemble threats, especially with words like bomb or gun. Even sarcastic comments about explosives can be problematic. Why it matters. Security personnel take such jokes seriously. They treat them as real threats, leading to possible fines, arrest, or even flight delays. Your joke can cause inconveniences for everyone in line, and airport signs warn against this kind of humor. Saying "I was kidding" won't help when you're being escorted for questioning. What to do instead? Keep it serious and respectful. Avoid joking about threats and steer clear of trigger words. If you must mention something, do it directly and factually. Educate kids not to joke about dangerous subjects. They may not understand the consequences. Treat security interactions with formality and engage in light, non-security related conversations. There are many funny aspects of travel, but jokes about security aren't one of them. Keeping things smooth is appreciated by everyone, including the officers. Mistake 8. Being rude or confrontational with security staff and fellow travelers. Next up is the hothead traveler. Their bag triggers a secondary search and they immediately go on the offensive. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. Don't you have anything better to do? They scowl, mutter, and may even refuse to follow instructions, escalating the tension. Meanwhile, others in line inch away from the impending showdown, a masterclass in making a bad situation worse. What's the issue? Losing your cool at security involves yelling, arguing, or showing open disdain for the process. It can also mean being rude to fellow passengers by scolding or shoving their bins. Why it matters. Being combative or rude only slows you down. Arguing can lead security to pause screenings, call supervisors, or even involve law enforcement. You could be removed from the line or the airport if you cause enough disruption. Plus, it creates a stressful atmosphere for everyone nearby. Remember, no amount of frustration will change the rules. Officers follow strict protocols, and pushing back will only result in firmer enforcement. What to do instead? Be polite, patient, and cooperative. Treat security staff with respect, following their instructions without fuss. Use calm responses like "sure" or "thank you." If you have questions, ask politely for clarification without raising your voice. Additionally, show empathy to fellow passengers. If someone is struggling, be patient. They may be a first-time flyer or elderly. If someone is being difficult, let security handle it. Focus on what you can control. Your reaction. Take a breath, comply, and you'll be on your way faster. As a travel expert suggests, if frustration arises, just go with the flow and save your complaints for social media later. Keeping your cool not only speeds up your experience, but also helps reduce stress for everyone around you. Mistake 9. Lingering at the conveyor belt after screening, blocking the exit. We've reached the final faux pas, the traveler who clears the scanner and then camps out at the conveyor belt. They're rebuckling their belt, tying their shoes, and rearranging their bag, all in the way of others. Meanwhile, the next passengers can't access their bins because this belt blocker is hogging the space, oblivious to the annoyed crowd behind them. It's like finishing a race and taking a nap on the finish line. What's the issue? Not clearing the collection area promptly after security means you're taking too long to grab your belongings or trying to fully dress while blocking the exit. This creates a traffic jam for everyone behind you. Why it matters. The security process doesn't end until you've collected your belongings and moved aside. Stalling holds up everyone, potentially causing bags to pile up or fall off the rollers. If one person blocks the exit, the whole line can back up, forcing the X-ray operator to stop scanning bags. It's frustrating. frustrating? You've hurried through security only to be delayed by someone leisurely putting their things back on. What to do instead? Clear out first, then reorganize. As soon as your items come through, take a few steps away from the conveyor. Many airports have designated areas with benches or space nearby. Use those to get organized without blocking others. If there's no designated area, simply walk further down the hallway. The key is to free up the conveyor for the next person by quickly gathering your belongings and moving aside, even if that means a bit of an awkward grab. Stack your trays aside if needed, then return the empty bins after you're done. By being aware of those behind you and making space, you'll avoid glares from fellow travelers and keep things flowing smoothly. Plus, you can get yourself together at your own pace. Everyone wins. And there you have it, 9 ways to not be that person at airport security. To recap, be prepared, be patient, be attentive, and be respectful. If you found these tips helpful, or if you secretly identified with one of these mistakes and are determined to reform, no judgment. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share your own security line stories or pet peeves in the comments. We'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching. Travel safe, and remember, keep calm and don't be that person in the security line.